Right, so first up, you've got Bruce Lee, Game of Death. Entebbe have done quite a few of these now. This is, I think, the second one they did. I'll still keep it in the collection because it's very iconic looking. Everyone knows the Game of Death suit. Enter the Dragon is probably, I guess, the most successful Bruce Lee film. But I do think the most recognizable, iconic look for Bruce Lee is the Game of Death suit. And then beside him, his son. Unfortunately, both, you know, it was pretty tragic what happened here, but both guys are gone now. Really, really sad. But there's Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee together. Brandon Lee from The Crow, and just got the Crow kind of on his shoulder. I'm using the collar on his jacket to kind of hold the feet down on the Crow to keep him on his shoulder there. So both really great likenesses, really good figures. Over here you have the Jack Nicholson Joker and the '89 Batman, two absolute classic figures. They are absolutely just iconic, legendary, awesome likenesses. Great accessories with both. Really love them. Then you got Maleficent, not a figure you see many collectors owning, but definitely one of my favorites. Awesome likeness. Not many accessories, but she gets, the staff, the crow, the two green sort of balls of flame, and lots of different hands. And you've got the sort of two guys from games here. You've got my Hitman, needs a bit of an update, need a darker red tie, and I also need a bit of a meatier body on Hitman, to be honest. It's just a skinny, like regular old school Hot Toys True type body under there, whereas Snake actually has one of the more muscular, realistic looking Hot Toys bodies. But there's those two favorite games of mine, Snake Eater and any Hitman game. And got the 92 Batman Returns with the stock cape, which I made a video saying I didn't like it, then I made a video saying I did like it. Always going back and forth. I've got it looking all right there-ish. Takes a while. It's a real pain in the butt. But the 92 Batman is a great figure, awesome likeness. Got his eyes looking off to the side there a little bit. Then you got the Demon Batman from Batman Begins. I'll just come around here. Using a DC Direct Batman Begins statue base. He's just on a Hot Toy stand on that. Yep, awesome. And you got the Tweeterhead Catwoman statue or maquette. I've got the DX11 Joker handcuffs on her, just as a little added something. And let's just go up here. You've got the regular suit and the black suit version of Spider-Man. The red suit I bought, and the black suit I won that on a stop motion contest that was put on by a bunch of guys in the 1/6 community on YouTube, like Moggy and all those guys who were involved. It was a long time ago now, but I remember that was a lot of fun. Then you've got Sideshow Collectibles, Freddy and Michael Myers, but both have been completely redone by me, I guess. The work I've done on Freddy is quite deep. He's been just weathered to hell, repainted the head, repainted the jumper, repainted the trousers, and then just, all kinds of gunk and nastiness. He's even burnt under the clothing there. You can see his skin's all charred and nasty. Sick detail on that. This is I completely redone the head on Michael Myers. It's not very good, I've got to be honest. I've tried it about 12 times over the years. And, he looks alright. Some of you look at that and say that looks fine to me. And other guys will be looking at it thinking that looks like dog shit. But that's that's fine. Here you go. You've got Medicom figures in the middle here. You've got Catwoman from Hush and Batman from the Hush story as well. I like them a lot. Then you've got the leftover parts from my Snake Eater snake. This is what I had left. I did buy one of the sort of copied heads on eBay. That done the job just fine. Got the guns that came with Snake there on him. And it looks cool. There's the DX11 Joker, an absolutely sick piece. Really, really love the figure. One of Hot Toys' best. And as far as accessories goes, this one just trumps most of them. You got Selena Kyle from The Dark Knight Rises, one of my favorite female figures ever. Absolutely awesome. Here you have the Sideshow Collectibles Catwoman premium format statue with the awesome base, bag that I added myself, and some diamonds all around her on the base there.
Totally repainted her head, gave her a much better look. And here we have the Cool Model Werewolf, which today, just recently, I was trying to figure out how to display this again. It's one of those pieces, it's quite big, and to make it look as good as it can, you really need to have a bit of space to have the background and accommodate the big base. I'm actually using a Hot Toys Dynamic stand, because the stand that came with this guy just doesn't really do the job as far as, you're very limited as how you can display him with the actual stand that they gave you. It's like a clear rod and it's not very tough, very light. So there you go. That looks pretty sick. I'm really proud of that one. Look at his foot on the back. See how he's running over the tree? Really coming at you. Then down here, you got lots of Catwoman stuff. Rather than go into detail about all this, just watch the full Catwoman collection video because I go into detail on everything here. So that's probably the best way to do that. Down here you've got my current NECA Aliens and Alien collection. That's pretty sweet. We've got the 1/4 scale Dark Knight by Hot Toys. Awesome piece. And just a bit of an awkward stand, but try to get him to look as natural as possible. But I do really love that figure. And here we have the Fire Scene body with a Sideshow Collectibles Catwoman head and a outfit that was custom made for me by Gwyneth. But she's on Facebook, and I know some of you guys are having trouble contacting her about making one of these outfits. I'll get on the case with that and try and find another way for you guys to get in touch with her. Sorry about that, it's been busy, crazy. Here is another Fire Scene body with the Sideshow Collectibles outfit, Sideshow head, Sideshow gauntlets, Sideshow hands, Sideshow base, different boots that I found on eBay. There's a cat that I found in an early learning shop. I painted it black. Here is the Batman vs Superman Kal-El. He's looking sick. And here is the Arkham City Batman. Really love the figure. I've been trying to find a way. I was thinking about using really thin like sewing thread and trying to get these arms flat down by his sides. Can't see it here, but I was messing around with it earlier just seeing how he would look if his arms would go straight down, and it would just look so much more natural and better. So I'm going to try and work on that soon. Here is my favorite figure of all time, the Entebbe Batman, the Beast from Batman Begins. Absolutely sick. I love it. And here is Christopher Reeve Superman Legend. Absolutely awesome. Here is a little new pose I've been doing on the T800 from T2. Absolutely iconic look. Absolutely had to have this. I sold this figure a few years back, and then I just knew that I needed it again. Just the all in black look from the first quarter of the movie. That's about as iconic as it gets for me. And then you got RoboCop, one of Hot Toys' absolute best. Absolutely. If I was going to do, a top 10, I have a feeling he would be very close to number 1. The only thing that you can even niggle at is the fact that the color of him is a little bit not quite movie accurate, but it doesn't matter because it is just absolutely amazing. Because the fact that he's kind of die cast as well, when you hold him in your hand, he's heavy and it feels like you're holding a miniature RoboCop. Same as this die cast Mark III from the original Iron Man film, which I know some of you guys think, why don't you ever really put this in a decent pose? I don't know, I just like the way it looks when he's just standing there museum pose style. It just looks really strong, the proportions look great, and I don't really feel the need to have him in any kind of, sticking his hand out blasting kind of stuff, or even hovering. Maybe one day, but I'm happy with how he looks for now. There's the original Hot Toys Big Chap. I think they're going to be doing another one, or if not, I'll have this one, so that's okay. If they do bring out another one, I'd be tempted to get it and try and sell this one. Let's see how that goes. There's Dredd. The art figures Dredd. Absolutely sick piece. Really love that figure. Don't mind the hands. That's a lot of the complaints I hear about him is the hands, but I've never had a problem with them. There is the Playarts Kai Quiet. And the Man of Steel. Superman from Curtis Wayne's Butler in Canada. Absolutely awesome gift. He included the Tony made cape. Thanks Curtis again. I love this figure. And obviously I should say thank you to Denny as well, because he's the one responsible for making Christopher Reeve Superman a reality for me. We have the 1/4 scale Hot Toys endoskeleton from Terminator, the original film, even though I've got it set up to look more like kind of Terminator 2. Got the intro here. The base, I wasn't too keen on it, but I just got a load of little rocks, grime and dirt, got it all in there. It's nice because the grime gets on his feet as well and just blends in, looks really realistic. Got him in a kind of scouting pose, like he's pointing out the resistance, or the humans, for the rest of the Terminators, and they're all on their way to kick some ass. I love that pose. Here is the Elder Predator from Predator 2, absolutely fantastic piece. And the Terminator from the first film again, but 1/6 scale version from the end of the movie. And you've got your Predator 2, City Hunter. Really like him, with the mask on, anyway. And here you have the NECA, 1/4 scale big chap, the second version they've done. Let me just get in there for you. Look at that grill, the face. It's evil. And down here, we've got the NECA Power Loader and Alien Queen, and some eggs and bishops down there as well. Love the Alien Queen, amazing figure. Power Loader's really awesome. There's Poison Ivy by Playarts Kai from Arkham City. There is a DC Direct or DC Collectibles, however you say it, Catwoman on the motorcycle. There's the NECA 1/4 scale Iron Man. That was from Denny as well. Thank you, Denny. It's an awesome piece. Here we have one of NECA's best pieces. This is the Spider Gremlin from Gremlins 2. Absolutely amazing detail and posability on this. NECA really knocked that one out of the park. 10 out of 10. There's Gizmo. Cool little Gizmo that I've had for a while. Very cool detail. Definitely based on the original film. Very alive looking. And the Terminator 2 life-size Endo Skull by Sideshow Collectibles, which is one of my grails. And I really love this. It's absolutely flawless. Made from the molds from T2. Can't get any better than that. We'll also just briefly mention there are a couple of figures that are in storage just because I really didn't have the space. So I know, let me see, one of them, the Scarecrow from Batman Begins, I do have that. That's in a box just in the cupboard. I just didn't have space. There are a few more as well from over the years that I've had to put back in their boxes just temporarily until I move, which should be happening in a few months. And up here we've got some more random bits. That's my Chucky doll. That was by Sideshow Collectibles. Very cool, based on the original movie. And you've got an American Werewolf in London bust there. Very nice. An old Alien by McFarlane, I believe. This Alien Warrior from Aliens, which was a gift from a friend John, used to work with. Really love that. And the original McFarlane Alien Queen, which I did repaint and kind of ruined. And there is the not so amazing Feora, because the head sculpt really doesn't look like it much. This was the 25-year anniversary Alien Quadrilogy Special Edition box set. It was basically almost, well, it's not quite 1/1 scale, but it's pretty damn big. A Giger alien head, and you take this off, the skull's inside, and then the discs went in there. I really love this, really glad I have it. Here we got some Freddy's, one McFarlane, 2 NECA. Really cool, and another one here as well. Part 2 Freddy comes with that awesome head sculpt down there, with the brain showing. Really, really cool. Love my NECA Freddy's, especially these ones with the real, jumpers and stuff. I just wanted to chuck this little part of the video in here where I could answer the questions I know I'll probably get on this video, because every time I do a video like this I do get a lot of comments talking about dust and how I don't use cabinets and stuff like that. I don't really plan when I'm going to dust this stuff. I don't do it all at the same time. Sometimes, rarely, I will just decide one day, right, I'll just take this thing and I just basically just, flick it over and get in the crevices, get amongst it, If I had to do any more than that, it really would be a pain in the butt, but literally, as long as you stay on top of it and just flick them over, this is really soft and fluffy, it's ideal really, because you get in all the crevices, you just go around things, give her a little, oh hello, little cheeky little dust up there for you, Catwoman, behave yourself. Werewolf, they all get it really, but that's how I do it, and I don't have to do it that often. It's really not a problem, forget about it. All right, everyone, thanks for watching, and I hope the video hasn't been too shaky for you to watch, like giving you motion sickness and stuff like that. I didn't put any planning into doing this. I just suddenly decided to do it and just picked up the camera and started filming because I just wanted to do something productive today, get something up on the channel. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will be with you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.